Hi, welcome to Y Live. Today we're doing a mindfulness practice that includes some movement that's inspired by Qigong and Tai Chi. I'm Candy. So to begin our practice, I'm going to start seated. Now you can sit on the floor. I'm sitting in a chair here, but you can sit anywhere that is comfortable for you, on your couch, on your ottoman, anywhere that you can get a comfortable seat. The most important part is that you're not being nagged at by your body. So you want to sit in a way that's reasonably comfortable. Your spine can be in a neutral position, and it doesn't feel like there's any pressure on your joints that's really uncomfortable. And then we start with just what I call the check-in. So we're going to check in with ourselves, feel what's happening in our body, notice our breath, notice our placement in space. And so the first thing I do is I take a deep breath, and then I just exhale out slowly. And as long as you can breathe in and out through your nose, you could do it that way. But if you can't for any reason, just breathe any way you can. And then I start with a body scan. And what I mean by that is that I'm going to start with kind of my awareness at the top of my head. And then I'm going to let that awareness just slowly move down. So I'm noticing the sensation of my hair. I've got my hair in a clip, and I can feel that on my head. I'm noticing any tension that I might have around my temples or my scalp. Quite often during stressful times, I find that the muscles in my face, near my scalp, and especially right here at the temples, might be a little extra tight. And so I'm bringing a sense of presence to that, a sense of noticing, right? I'm just noticing that tension and allowing some deep breaths to help me soften that. And then I come down. I might notice tension around my mouth or my jaw. You might notice tension around the shoulders if you carry your stress in your shoulders and your upper back, like a lot of us do. And so just feeling the places in your body and noticing how they might be sticky or fluid feeling. Coming down my torso, noticing the weight of my body sitting on this chair, feeling the weight of my legs kind of as they descend through my ankles and spread out through the soles of my feet. And noticing the palms of my hands and how they rest heavy on my knees. And so I'm just checking in. Just taking a moment to be present with myself and my body before I start the movement. So this is the first stage. And the second stage is a movement practice that I call going with the flow rather than pushing the river. And so we're going to create a movement with the arms. If you want to, you can stay seated. And so we're going to inhale, and then just like you're kind of peeling back over a ball, exhale. So we're gonna do that 3 times. One more. Inhale. And then just let yourself round over a ball. Now imagine that you're holding a beach ball. And we're gonna just start by moving the beach ball side to side. Just move it to one side. Move it to the other side. So this is the basic movement. Moving from one side to the other side. Now, you can stay with this movement in a chair, and you can add to it. So we're going to go up as we move toward the shoulder. We're going to come around and come down, go up as we move toward the shoulder. So basically what we're doing is creating a giant figure 8. Imagining in our mind a fluid place. So you might be considering like the movement of silk rippling in the wind, or the movement of water, like a little trickling stream, or the movement of a wave crashing onto the beach and moving back out. So if you can picture something that moves in that fluid way while we do the practice, it's helpful. So we're going to harness our mind to a visual image. We're going to move our body, and we're going to breathe in a rhythmic, smooth way. So that's the 3 elements of this practice. So you can continue to do this practice seated. I'm going to stand so that I can use more of my body. So to do that, I'll stand up. I'm going to keep my knees a a little soft and my hips a little soft so that I'm not locking out or standing too stiffly. I want to make my shoulders relax. And then so if you're still sitting in your chair, just continue from here. So we're going to do 3 of these. Inhale. And exhale and let your hands come down. And then inhale. And 1 more of those. And try to feel yourself moving. We're going to move slowly so that we can appreciate the sensation of movement, but not so slowly that it feels awkward. Now, find your ball. We're going to go up to the shoulder and come around. And up to the shoulder and come around. And we're going to do 3 sets of 3. Up to the shoulder, come around. Up to the shoulder, come around. And then just move at the pace. I'm going to slow my pace down. Move at a pace that lets you really experience the movement. Now, I generally keep my eyes open for some rounds and close them for others because I like the contrast. So I can really concentrate on the movement of my body, feeling my ribs turn and my arms flow. So this is our second round of 3. Feel the weight shift from one foot to another. I'm going to open my eyes for this last round so that I can appreciate visual quality. And then our last segment of 3 rounds, I'm going to slow it down a little more. It's possible you will also appreciate the sound of your own joints crinkling or of your HVAC system coming on. One more of these. When we get back to the center, we're going to end with 3 more. Inhale. Let yourself melt down the back of the ball. And then just take a moment. Now I'm going to sit down again. But if you're standing, take a moment just to experience yourself once again standing in a neutral position. Notice any differences you might experience in your body. And then when you're ready, have a seat. And we'll come back to that scan. So we're going to start at the top of the head. And notice as a change occurred. Now I'm noticing a lot less tension around my temples and around my eyes than I was before. Just notice what's true for you. And as I scan down, I feel a little less, like my shoulders feel like they're a little lower, not so close to my ears. My arms feel a little bit lighter. Actually, my whole body feels a little bit lighter. And so this is a practice that you can use anytime it feels like life is not going the way you want it to go, and you have no choice about how it is. And so you need to go with the flow. Join us at ymcarichmond.org for more mindfulness practices and other practices to keep your body healthy, happy, and present in body, mind, and soul.